It's the 19th of January and today is the first day I've actually been able to make my way up the side lane and then down my driveway to be able to reach my charge point. It has been too snowy and too icy for my all-wheel drive Tesla to be able to make it. So why on earth haven't I got winter tyres? Hello again YouTube and welcome back to Just Get a Tesla, and this is a question that I've been asked quite a bit on recent videos. Ian, surely you're running winter tyres, or surely you're running all-season tyres? And the short answer is no, I'm not. I am still on the OEM Continental summer tyres that the car was supplied with in June last year, and the reason for that is fairly simple. They still work really well with loads of tread, and winter tyres are really expensive. So what we're going to do is go for a little drive and talk about it a little more, and then let's just see what the other solutions are. Before we go any further, I'd like to thank today's video sponsor, 3W Floor Mats. It's the winter and cars get absolutely filthy, but with 3W floor mats, your car can stay pristine on the inside. Winter makes it hard to keep the inside of your car clean, but with 3W floor mats, it's easy. These mats come with removable carpet inserts, which simply clip in and out, and beneath is 3W's Thorex TPE rubber. Wash these with a hose or a jet washer, and then shake them dry. The dirt runs off with the water. 3W produce floor mats for lots of different vehicles, including my Tesla Model Y. Each one gets its own custom design for the best fit and style for your vehicle. What I like most about 3W floor mats is that they make a perfect fit with my car. Contoured edges stop dirt or moisture getting down onto the carpet, and on the rear, their unique anti-slip technology has rear-facing grips to ensure that they don't slip. The boot mat has front and rear facing grips to ensure it doesn't move when you're loading or unloading heavy items. There are seat back protectors and even mats for the boot and front wells. 3W floor mats also offer clip-in carpet inserts. You can have soft carpet beneath your feet in the summer or remove them completely in the winter for easier to clean rubber. The choice really is yours. So if you want to get your own set of 3W floor mats for Tesla, for all kinds of other brands, then check the referral link in the description below. You can change the region to wherever in the world you are, and if you use my referral code, you'll get a handy discount. And now, back to the video. So tyres obviously are quite important when it comes to your car. If you've got the right rubber, then you can cope with any manner of conditions. Now obviously I live in the United Kingdom. I know there's people watching from all around the world, and I've seen in some of the comments people have said, "Pat, that isn't snow that you've had, we get proper snow." Well, okay, great, I know that. I'm not saying for a second that we have the worst of it. Our tyre laws in the UK are somewhat more gentle than they are in some other parts of Europe, as an example. We have no specific requirement for winter tyres, for snow, mud and ice, or whatever it is, tyres. We don't have any requirements, and I know that in some countries you absolutely do. So here in the UK, a lot of people do not need winter tyres or even all-season tyres. The summer tyres that their car is fitted with are absolutely fine the majority of the time. It's just how it is. Even up here in the northeast of Scotland, there's an awful lot of people running around on summer tyres, and that probably isn't the most sensible thing, but it is what it is. In my case, on the previous Model Y, I did fit all-season tyres. I fitted Michelin Cross Climate 2s when I needed to buy some tyres, and I found them to be excellent, to be honest. They were not as good as the OEM Hankook summer tyres in the warm and the dry. They weren't quite as grippy, they weren't quite as quiet, but they were good. They were very good. And in the winter, obviously, there was a real difference. But as I was talking about in one of my previous videos, a real difference isn't the same as being completely imperious. I still managed to defeat them, trying to drive the car very slowly on what turned out to be sheet ice that thick underneath the snow. They were not good enough. I would have needed studded tyres, which of course are absolutely illegal in the UK. So most of the time, for most people, at least in this country, you don't need winter tyres. But all-season tyres, that is probably a good idea. For those of us who are in Western European latitudes, where we get a fair bit of winter weather and especially rain, I think all-season tyres are probably a sensible option. So there is a generic question, and it's not really a Tesla-specific one. Why don't car manufacturers supply their cars with all-season tyres in the kind of climates where they would be beneficial? Why not? And no, I think there's a definition change here, in that I believe all season in America is what we call summer tyres. It's not all season tyres. It's not snow and ice rated, which is what we call all season tyres. So again, check the definitions depending on where you are. But it is a question that needs asking. Why is it that you don't get all season tyres fitted where they could be useful? So, as I have only had this car for 7 months, I did not see any point at all in taking the OEM Continental summer tyres off and chucking them in the bin. They are still brilliant tyres with loads and loads of wear in them. And if you were going on to all seasons, then you probably don't need the old tyres. So the only thing that made any sense was switching to winter tyres. And quite simply, the price of winter tyres that were available to me were exciting, really exciting. So I decided basically to wing it and just go without it. I do have a get out of jail free card though, which is that I do have a set of snow socks which do fit the 19-inch tyres on this car, and I have used them to good effect to be able to get me out of trouble. Snow socks, so basically a fabric cover that goes over the tyre, does a really, really good job actually of getting it so that you can get about. But that really is an insurance policy. The simple truth is I am on the wrong tyres. But there's not really a huge amount that I can do about it, because unless you've got a spare 1,500 quid just for the tyres, never mind if you actually wanted a spare set of rims as well. I had a few people saying, hey, have you looked at the Tesla winter tyres package? Well, the one that they offer in the UK was shown as out of stock. And my real issue with it wasn't the fact that it was shown as out of stock, wasn't the price, which was heading towards $2,500. I think my issue with it was that it was Pirelli's. And Pirelli's are ditch finders, right? I am not sticking Pirelli's on this car, ever. It is not happening. It is not happening. So if Tesla want to stick Pirelli winter tyres anywhere near, I'm going to say no thank you. So as I drive about now, and I've just done a little trip, all of the snow has finally gone. All of the ice has gone, and now we're sat with 6 degrees weather and not even particularly damp, and we're back to summer tyres still being good. So although I've said I'm on the wrong tyres, it's not catastrophic. It's only if you get a big dump of snow that it becomes a problem. Or that's what people say. And there has been, I think, quite a lot of talk, not just on this YouTube channel, but in general, with people talking about winter tyres and it being a right old faff, because there is something about the UK where the slightest little bit of snow and everything stops. We aren't very good at managing snow. So quite frankly, regardless of where you live in the UK, even if you are in southern England, you know as well as I do that even a sprinkling of snow is enough for people to lose their minds and their ability to actually drive. So all-season tyres probably makes an awful lot of sense. So here really is the question, right? If you're at the point where summer tyres, winter tyres, swapping around like that isn't a realistic option for most people, then why can't manufacturers actually fit all-season tyres? Even if it was a paid upgrade, they offer paid upgrades for almost anything else. Tesla not really so, because Tesla doesn't bother with options. But even then, there are accessories that you can get when you take the car. Even something like the tow hook. It's a dealer fit option, so when the service center delivers the car, it has to be fitted, but it could be done. So why on earth can't Tesla give you the option to stick different tires on it? Now, to make that actually work, I think the way that it would have to happen is that they just fit OEM tires on the car to be able to get it out of the factory. Now, this car was built at Giga Berlin, and at the time that it was built in early summer last year, they were already swapping around with 2 different sets of tires, because some cars come out of the factory with Hankooks and other cars come out with Contis. Mine has Contis. Identical cars to mine had Hankooks. I just think it depends on what they've got at the time. So look, I get it. There is a circulation of tires that are needed, but a way could be found to get it so that you can opt for, and it'd be chargeable, as often these things are, but you could opt for a more suitable set of tires. I don't know. It's an idea. It's just one of those things where you think, couldn't something be done to make life easier? So look, this isn't a long video by any stretch of the imagination. I just wanted to talk briefly about tires, admit I'm on the wrong tires, but I don't think necessarily by a lot. But guys, wouldn't it just be easier if there were more options with tires? Think about it. Are any other car manufacturers doing that in your market? Certainly in my market, I can't think of any. And again, this is not me attacking Tesla, because it's not just Tesla, it's everybody. It's something that collectively I think the industry just does, and it doesn't have to. It could do something else. So let's have a bit of a discussion about it. As always, the comments are fascinating. Like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I will see you back here very soon on Just Get a Tesla.